On going live tonight, but I was watching something earlier and something clicked for me today, and I just really wanted to talk about it because I think that this is one of those shifts that can actually change how you experience really everything in life. So, as humans, we naturally think, what's in this for me? It's normal. We want to know what we can get out of something. We're putting our time, our energy, our money, our effort into something. What are we getting back? That's important. We've got busy lives. We've got things to do. Like, we want to make sure where we're putting our time and energy and money and effort is valuable and that we're going to get something out of it, right? And we do this. We ask, what's in this for me, with all of the easy stuff, with opportunities, with money, with relationships that feel good. We're always looking for what we can gain from those things. Like I said, that's normal. It's just human. The issue is that the second that something hurts, we stop asking that question completely. We don't ask it when someone disrespects us or we get into an argument and say things we don't mean. We don't ask it when we shut down instead of speaking up, or we get rejected, or something didn't work out the way we planned, or we feel triggered out of nowhere, or we're sitting there thinking, why do I keep doing this? In those moments, we don't ask, what's in this for me? We ask, why is this happening to me? Why would they do that? What is wrong with me? And those questions, they keep you stuck in the experience. But what if we shifted it just a little bit to, what can I get out of this? And I want to be really clear about this. This isn't about not pretending something didn't hurt. It's not about excusing people, and it's not about forcing yourself to be positive. This is about deciding that you're not going to go through something and then leave with nothing. Like, if you think about this, if someone hurts you, instead of just sitting in that pain and being miserable, what if you asked, what did this show me about what I tolerate? Or where did I ignore something that I felt earlier? If you keep getting triggered in the same type of situations, instead of asking, why does this keep happening to me? You can ask, what pattern is this trying to show me? If you shut down instead of speaking up, instead of beating yourself up over that afterwards, you can ask, what did I need in that moment that I didn't give to myself? If something falls apart, a relationship, an opportunity, or a plan, instead of thinking that ruined everything, what if you asked, what is this redirecting me towards? Or what was I holding on to that wasn't actually aligned? Because there's something there in every situation, always. But you don't see it if you're looking at what you lost. And I even consider this to be true with trauma and the things that we've been through in the past. It doesn't just have to be the things going on now. If we start asking, what can I get out of this, to every negative thing that's happened to us, we can learn a lot of lessons. And this is where it becomes bigger than just mindset, too. This becomes about who you are. Are you someone that goes through things and stays stuck in them? Or are you someone that goes through things and you take something away from it every single time? You learn something more about yourself. You go deeper. You become more empowered, stronger. They're two completely different lives. You're going to live completely differently, whichever way you're going into this. See, you can go through pain and you can let it break you, or you can go through pain and you can let it build you and empower you and use it as fuel to build the things that you want in your life. The difference isn't at all what happened. It's the questions that you're asking yourself after what happened and when you're going into tough situations. So I want you to think about something recent that bothered you or triggered you or didn't go how you wanted it to. And instead of replaying it the same way that you have been, ask yourself, what can I actually get out of this? What did this show me? What did I learn about myself? What would I do differently next time? Thank you. I really seriously, if we can start asking, what can I get out of it, even when the hard things happen, there's so much more good things that are going to come out of life. When we go to this place of, why is this happening to me? Why did they do this to me? I can't get it right. We're not going to be able to see the positive because we're not looking for those things. We're not even letting it be a possibility that something good could come out of this. So this doesn't necessarily make things easier, and it doesn't make them magically okay, but it makes them useful. Why go through all this shit that we go through in life and get nothing out of it? Life is hard sometimes. So we go through hard things. Sometimes it sucks sometimes. That's just a part of it. So why let it just be some bad experience, some negative thing, when we can find something to take away from it and use to our advantage? When we're asking questions like, why is this happening to me? And why are they doing this to me? And stuff like that, we're giving our power away. Or when we're asking, what can I get out of this? We're taking that power back. We're making sure that we're taken care of and we're getting what we need. So, yeah, we can decide if something is going to be useful no matter how much it sucks. And stop letting it just be something that happened. So, yeah, I just wanted to hop on and share that tonight because I feel like a lot of people are going through things that they feel stuck in right now. And you don't have to leave those situations empty-handed. Especially because right now, today is Beltane, so right now, the energy of all the universe and everything, it's really a good time to step into new things in life. It's really an opportunity to step into the things that we've been dreaming of. And I was talking with someone the other day, dreaming is the fun part. When we're dreaming, that's fun. We get to imagine all these interesting things that we might like and enjoy. But then when it comes time to put that in action, that's fucking scary. What if we fail? What if it's not what we thought it was going to be? And either way, it's going to be hard because anything, not necessarily hard, but there's going to be challenges that come up. And if we want to make our dreams come true, when those challenges come up, we can start taking things from them instead of it just being a challenge, instead of just staying stuck in that place. So, yeah, let's use the energy of this season to really step into the big things that we're wanting to see in our life. And when the hard things come up, because they will, don't just let it be some hard thing that you had to experience. Let it be something that can move you forward. So if that hit for you, I'd actually love to hear what's something that you can take away from a situation that you've been stuck in. And if you want help working on this stuff on a deeper level, you can always reach out to me. I'm happy to talk. This is like a little bit lighter on the end of the stuff I do, but still there. But yeah, I don't know. I always forget. If you like this, please like it and like subscribe to me because I always forget that part. And I need to get more fucking subscribers on YouTube. I'll be live and have like 20 people watching, and then it's like, oh, I got one new subscriber. Yay. Yay me. I don't go live on YouTube enough for it to really grow, I guess, either. But I'm trying to start showing up on YouTube more. I'm always on Facebook. That's my place. That's like my home. But I really just want to get what I have to say out to more people because so many people feel like they're broken or there's something wrong with them. And there's not. You're just stuck in survival and repeating patterns that you've been repeating possibly your whole fucking life. And for me, I really felt like there was something wrong with me and that I couldn't change and I didn't know what to do and I was really fucking hopeless. And I was in therapy from on and off from the time I was 18 to my early 30s. I was on 10 different medications and still not okay. And I didn't know what to do to get better, to be better. I have a husband that's really amazing. I have 3 beautiful daughters, and I was angry and miserable, and I didn't like who I was at all. And it was really, really hard to actually be able to change that. And like I said, I thought there was something wrong with me, and I really just thought that was the way it was and didn't really know how I could change it. And eventually, I kind of walked away from therapy and just started on my own healing journey, doing my own thing, my own ways, and just diving deep into stuff. And at first, it was still like not clicking exactly. Um, but then I started working more on nervous system regulation and like actually getting out of survival mode and finding safety and not just all the mindset and personal development stuff I learned. And that's when things really started to shift for me and really change. So I really just want to be able to get my message out there to people that they're not broken and there's nothing wrong with them and your life can be completely, incredibly different. I never imagined my life would be what it is today. I never imagined I'd be doing what I'm doing today. I remember the first time I did a manifestation exercise. It was like write about your dream day. And I was like, this is fucking stupid. I can't have my dream day. I'm never going to have the money to have my dream day. As a joke, my mom was always like, we have champagne taste with a wine wallet. And that was for real. Like, I like nice luxury things and I lived in poverty. So I was like, yeah, this is fucking stupid. I'm not doing this. And my mindset is just completely different now with everything. Like, now I know it's all coming. I'm gonna have it all one day. Not quite there yet, but getting there. And I will have it all one day. And just not even just that, like that part feels really good. Don't get me wrong. But the biggest part is really, I can trust myself. I know who is going to show up when I go parent my kids. I know who's going to show up when I need to have a conversation with my husband. I don't have to wonder if I'm going to just lose my shit and fucking blow up and go off the deep end over practically nothing. You know, I'd respond to something that's probably a level 4 at like a level 10. And then the whole time I'm in my head, like, what the fuck are you doing? Just stop. Just calm down. Just stop. But I still couldn't stop. And then I would hate myself for it for days and beat myself up over it and feel shame. So it was a never ending cycle of just anger and frustration and exhaustion. And now I can trust myself to show up the way I want to. I can trust myself to show up in ways that I am proud of, in ways that I'm excited to show up. And also, when hard things come in my life, it's not like, oh, fuck, this sucks. And I don't just get in my head and spiral for days. It's, okay, what is this here to show me? What can I learn from this? What can I gain from this? Like, how can I build my capacity to hold the life that I want to have? Because that's one thing I realized, even once I'd like been really far in my healing journey and started my coaching and healing business and everything. I wanted all these big things. I wanted things to just blow up out of nowhere and all of a sudden me to have this amazing business. Of course, because why not? We want that if we're starting a business. But I had to realize that it wasn't about just wanting it and working hard to get it, that I really had to build the capacity to actually hold those things too. Because my mindset around money still wasn't where it needed to be. My mindset around getting clients still wasn't where it needed to be. Like, there was still other aspects of myself that I had to work on and other things that I had to get past to actually start building a successful business. And that goes for like really every stage of life. Healing is a never ending journey. There's layers to it. It takes many, many different types of things, in my opinion, because it takes mind, body, and soul. It's never just been about one thing for me. My healing journey has consisted of so many different fucking things, because I'm not going to say that even though the therapy didn't get me far, that wasn't a part of it, because I definitely dealt with some things in therapy. It's just not what got me to where I am now. I eventually like left that part and went to the other things, and that was more like Reiki and intuitive energy healing. I did a lot of personal development and self-help books that I read. NLP, which is what Tony Robbins does. When I trained to become a coach in that, I had to get coached. Like, every technique that I learned, I had to be coached in that before and like practice coaching it to become certified in it. So like, it was a combination of all those things that actually got me to where I'm at today. And it's never ending. It's always about, reaching the next layer, building capacity to reach the next level. And not that it's never ending in a bad way, because I just had this conversation with someone the other day, because they were like, oh, well, your language is like making this, like, no, you shouldn't talk that way about this. And I'm like, but hold on a second. Look, here's my deal. Okay, like, actually, I'm going to give a very specific example. Recently, I vape nicotine. Recently, I was like, you know what? I need to quit. My reasons for quitting was everyone else's reasons, not my actual reasons, okay? So I did quit. I quit for a month, actually. But then I started again. And my whole thing behind it was, I used to do heroin. If vaping, nicotine, and Coca-Cola are my two worst habits, especially because my diet other than Coca-Cola is like fucking amazing, like, that's fucking fine. Like, it is okay for me to be where I'm at. I have healed so much. I've grown so much. Like, if I still want to use nicotine and drink Coca-Cola for right now, that is okay. I'm okay to be right here and enjoy the level I'm at right now. So even though healing is like a never ending journey, I also think it's really important to like stop and enjoy where we're at, and also focus on the things that are important for us. Like, to me, yeah, don't get me wrong. I know it's not the best thing for my health in the world and all of that. But honestly, breathing the fucking air we breathe isn't the best thing in the world for our health either. So I don't care that much. But when it comes to healing, it needs to be about what's important to us. What is a problem for us? To me, it's not really a problem that I do that at this moment. It's something I eventually want to quit, but I'm fine with it right now. I just wanted to cut back, which I did. And I think that's really important to remember. I've talked with a client about that before too, where it was like, okay, well, you know, if having a drink now and then is something that you enjoy and that you don't see as a problem, that's okay. You don't have to quit drinking completely. It's not controlling your life. Like, we have to really see what is important to us and stop letting these outside ideas of what healed is and what we should be doing or should be to be healed influence what we actually need. So when it comes to things like that, my big thing is always asking, how is this a problem for me right now? And if it's not a problem for me right now, that's not something that I need to focus on, because there's so much other shit to focus on. I mean, there's a lot, especially for me with healing. I've got trauma from my teenage years that stretched on into my adulthood and was like a lot and big. And so for me, I'm like, okay, yeah, there's other stuff I would rather tackle than that. So those are the areas I'm going to go to. And there's just so many people. I think, I don't even know how I got on this subject at all, but I think there's so many people that kind of gatekeep and try to define what healed is or what healed has to be or what you need to be healed. Something that I accomplished that surprised even me. Really starting this business, probably. Because this was like, I don't know, something that I never expected. And it also didn't even start, like, now it's a coaching and healing business. And before, it started with these essential oil rollers I make. So it kind of just completely shifted into this. And I had a lot of resistance too when I first decided to do it, because people knew my past. They know I've been in jail. I did fucking drugs. Like, I escorted. Yeah, there's a lot there. So people are like, who the fuck are you to like be helping people heal? And yeah, so that was like a really big decision for me. Also, like, we were in poverty when I decided to start my business too. So it was like I had $500 to start it and decide I was going to do the thing and make it happen. And I did. So that's probably been the biggest thing. But really, just my life in general is kind of a surprise to me now, because it's I don't know, I never expected to just be able to be okay, I think. Yeah, my journey is like pretty crazy. I actually have and I can post it after I get off of here in the comments if you want to check it out. But I did a podcast episode with someone where I like told my whole story and everything. And it was really, really good. It felt really, really good to get it all out, because not just like trying to whine about it or be like, oh, look at me. It's just, I feel like it can help so many people be able to actually move forward and see what's actually possible. Because I know if I can take my life from where I've been to where I am now, that other people can too. Because like, yeah, like I said, I did heroin, I've been in jail, I escorted. Me and my husband, we've been together 15 years now, and we were both we both had very rough, traumatic childhoods. So we had a very rough relationship because we didn't know how to be in a relationship. We didn't know how to love each other and be able to, actually be there for each other and treat each other right and all of that. And yeah, so that was like just that most of that relationship was really traumatic for both of us, and we hurt each other a lot. So it's taken a lot to get to where I'm at now, but it's all been so worth it. And like now too, I can be grateful for all those more negative things that have happened, because now I'm able to help others. Like, yeah, might have been nice to not have such a hard life, but I'm really proud of me and who I've become, and now I get to help other people. Oh, I definitely did let it break me at one point. Don't get me wrong. This has taken a lot of work to get to here. I'm 34 now, so at like 29, 30, I lost my dad, and that's kind of when I completely broke. And we had just moved across the country to get away from my family and his family. And yeah, I kind of just fell apart because I had just been pushing through for so fucking long and not dealing with my shit. And I broke. I couldn't keep a job anymore. At one point, it was a goal to like just get my bed made every morning. And some days I didn't get it made. I was a mess for a little while. And yeah, I was able to build up from that. And that's why I want to help others now, just because I've been in that really hopeless place where it's like I don't even know how to keep moving forward anymore. And now it's just like I can't wait to move forward. I can't wait for the next day. And that's just, I feel like everyone can wake up excited for the day if we can learn all of the things I've learned. But it's not just about mindset. That's where so many things get it wrong. Everything wants to focus on, oh, you've got to change your mindset. You've got to think about things differently. You've got to talk to yourself differently. 100% that is true. But if you're stuck in survival mode, none of that shit matters, because when the moment actually comes and you're actually going through it, you're still going to react because your body doesn't feel safe. And those patterns just keep repeating. And that's why I struggled for so long, because I knew all the mindset stuff. Even my dad listened to Tony Robbins. So like I had a pretty good education around like the way you think is important and impacts your reality and all of that stuff. And I've always been kind of on the witchy side, so I believed in manifestation and stuff like that. But I knew all that stuff and still couldn't follow through with it because I was just stuck in survival mode. So I would slip back into the patterns and sabotage myself and ruin everything. And then at one point I got really, really angry too, because I'd been through so much. I was so fed up with all of it. And that's the point where I was really able to start changing too. That's another reason I think why I say anger is not a bad thing so much. That's a big thing I talk about a lot of times, is how anger doesn't just, like, all emotions are valid and a good thing. We were just never taught how to use anger in a productive way. We were told, go to your room or stop, especially as women. You know, don't get angry. Don't be that angry woman that nobody wants to talk to. Don't be a bitch. And anger is actually such an amazing thing. Like, when we use our anger for good, it can do so much. We never would have had all the change that's happened in the world without somebody getting pissed off and saying, okay, this is enough. I'm not dealing with this anymore. So, yeah. But I am going to get off of here now, because I ended up being on here way longer than I planned anyway, and just went into random topics. So, yeah. Thank you for hanging out with me this afternoon. I guess it's actually kind of late now, huh? I need to go eat dinner. But yeah, I'm going to try to start being live on YouTube more. So yeah, I need to get more subscribers on here. Yeah, I'll definitely drop that as soon as I get off of here, so you can go check it out. And then too, on Facebook, I have a private group if you're on there, and that is, you can find that on my in my bio. There's a link to that, but I'll also drop it too. But if you're on Facebook, um, my private group, I do like weekly coaching, and I do Reiki and intuitive energy healing, and just lots of really awesome stuff in there. So, yeah. All right. So, much love. I'll talk to y'all next time.